All right, in today's lesson, we're going to be doing fact families for multiplication and division. Okay, the lesson objectives. We are going to understand multiplication and division fact families. We're going to practice determining unknown numbers within a fact family and connect fact families to real world problems. All right, I'm going to skip through some of this stuff because you're going to do this by yourself. All right. A fact family. A fact family is a group of three numbers that are related by multiplication and division operations. You can also have fact families in addition and subtraction, but we're just going to be focusing on multiplication and division fact families today. So a fact family example. The numbers 6, 3, and 18 are multiplication and division fact families. So what this means is 6 times 3 equals 18. So if I do a times, 6 times 3 equals 18, okay? But also, 3 times 6 equals 18, okay? So that's the way that those are related in multiplication. So let's see division and how that works. 18 divided by 6 equals 3, or 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So it's a little triangle, and you can put each number in the corner, and we're going to practice this some more. And then you can use your symbols using multiplication and division. So multiplication, 6 and 3 are going to be your factors, and 18 is going to be your product. The product is the answer that you get for a multiplication problem. In division, 18 is your dividend, 3 is your divisor, and 6 is your quotient. If you did it the other way, 18 would be your dividend, 6 would be your divisor, and 3 would be your quotient. Depends on which way you make that problem go, okay? So let's keep going. So just a reminder, a fact family is a group of three numbers that are related by multiplication and division operations. And this is the example that they gave us. 6, 3, and 18 are multiplication and division fact families. All three of these numbers are related when you apply them in multiplication and division. So this is what you're going to do that other one. So what are fact families? Fact families is a group of three numbers that are related by multiplication and division. We just said that. And it is 6 times 5 equals 30, or 5 times 6 equals 30. 30 divided by 6 equals 5, or 30 divided by 5 equals 6. Fact triangles. Sometimes you will see that fact families within a triangle shape. This is one way to organize the fact family. The largest number is on top. The symbol in the center of the triangle represent the multiplication and division operations. So you're going to have your big number on top. And so you're going to practice doing this a little bit more later, okay? So it's important to see how they're set up. Factors and product. A multiplication family includes two factors and one product. The factors are the two numbers being multiplied together, and the product is the answer. So just like I said earlier, 6 and 5 are the factors, and 30 would be the product. A multiplication and division fact family represents 4 equations, 2 multiplication equations and 2 division equations. These are called turnaround facts, meaning you can turn part of the problem around and you're going to get the same thing. So 5 times 6 equals 30, and if I turn around the multiplication part, 6 times 5 equals 30. 30 divided by 5 equals 6, and if I turn around what you're dividing by, you can't turn around the 30 because that's what you're dividing, and then this is the second number is what you're dividing by. 30 divided by 5 equals 6, or 30 divided by 6 equals 5. One way that you're going to get really good at knowing your fact families is if you learn your multiplication and division facts. And one way that you can do this is by getting on Reflex every single day. Kids that are in person, you know this. Virtual kids at home, it is your responsibility to be getting on Reflex Math and practicing this. These are going to come a lot easier when you know your multiplication facts, okay? Here's some more questions. And then I'll come back to this in a second.